How's it going, everybody? It's your boy, and we are back with our Madden franchise mode with the Rockford Peregrines. You may remember from last time that we got our second win, and then I immediately played the worst game of Madden of my entire life against the Broncos, who we traded Aaron Rodgers. I actually want to see in the league transactions what we got for Aaron Rodgers from them. We got a 6th and a 7th round pick. And Keenan Allen. Okay. Actually, quite a few trades have gone on. That's interesting. Okay. As you can see, Jonathan Taylor, despite how poorly we played that game, is still the number 2 guy for rushing yards, and I'm assuming still leading in touchdowns. Oh, Bears wide receiver in real life, Rome Odunze, now on Kansas City, over there is the 2nd guy in the league for receiving yards, so that's fun. Brian Burns ended up back on the Giants, and okay, that's a little funny. And he's the leader in sacks right now. So yeah, some fun little things have been going on here. But we've got some players to upgrade. Or one, really. We got Reed Blankenship. 81 overall now. And superstar. He did upgrade last time, despite how poorly we played that game. I don't know why they gave it to him, but they did. I'm not complaining. Now, as always, let's play 2 full games of Madden football, shall we? Let's see if we can't get us back to 500 with a win over the Panthers. Just can't play like we did last time. Okay, so first things first, let's take a look at this depth chart. I can see they've got Daniel Jones at quarterback, and Tyrod Taylor and Jimmy Garoppolo. Okay, halfback, you got Tyjae Spears, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, and Ollie Gordon II. Fullback, you got Terrence Ferguson. He's actually a tight end, but he's playing fullback for them. Wide receivers, you got Malik Neighbors, Matthew Golden, Demarcus Robinson. Tight end, you got Tyler Warren. Matching back up with Daniel Jones here on the Panthers instead of the Colts. Patrick Paul at left tackle. Peter Skoronsky at left guard, who you may remember has been good to me in the Titans rebuild. Center, you got Luke Wattenberg. Hello, Will Clapp. Right guard, you've got Isaiah Wynn. He's definitely the weak spot. And then right tackle, you got Zach Tom. So other than Isaiah Wynn, and I guess maybe Luke Wattenberg. Well, no, just other than Isaiah Wynn. Because you don't really need to be higher than a 75 overall is pretty solid in Madden for an offensive lineman. But I guess Isaiah Wynn playing out of position from left guard to right guard is putting him down from a 73 overall to a 66 overall, and that makes him their weak link on the offensive line. Dante Fowler Jr. At left edge, trailed closely by AJ Espensa, and honestly Cameron Thomas too. But right edge is where they really shine with Carl Granderson. Defensive tackle Kenny Clark, Tyler Davis, Devon Hamilton. Sam linebacker, you've got D Winters. Mike linebacker, you got Zaire Franklin and Jack Sanborn. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but I believe Jack Sanborn was at one point a Chicago Bear. Will linebacker, Alex Singleton. Cornerback, you got Patrick Surtain. Ooh, throwing the ball is going to be a little scary with Patrick Surtain, Sean Murphy Bunting, and Darius Williams. Free safety, you got Kalen Bullock, and strong safety, you got Derwin James Jr. They have a really strong secondary. Graham Gano at kicker, Jake Bailey at punter. All right, we are kicking it to them, and honestly, their offense is not the scary part of this team. It is their secondary on their defense. So I'm probably going to be looking to run the ball against them. Jack Sanborn is immediately injured. Okay. Okay. So yeah, Tyjae Spears is their best running back, so they're not going to have a solid run game. They've got a solid quarterback, better than we have, for sure, but their wide receivers are nothing to write home about, and honestly, neither is Daniel Jones. He's going to throw that away. 2nd and 10. Should be a pass again. And they get the first down. Okay. Way overthrows his man there. His wide open man. One double tight end we're going to run. Okay. Tyler Warren does not get very far. Nickel blitz. Pretty much a guaranteed run play. Or pass play, sorry. Which is what I called. But they still get a wide open man for no reason. Okay. Cool. So they draw first blood on me. That is fine. Because I've got a strategy for their defense, I think. Just kept cutting back to the outside there, but that's fine. We get it at the 27. Okay. Solid run, solid run. You don't want to throw it deep if you're going to throw it. Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to make the catch, but he's not going to get any forward yards after the catch. Yeah, give me a Texas, Jonathan. Nope, he got caught on some people. Okay. I actually want to go for it, to be honest. Maybe stupid of me, but you know what? Let me be stupid. We get the first down, but there's a flag. You've got to be kidding me. Well, 4th and 13, there's no way. I'm absolutely punting that. I'm just going to give it to them at the 31. That's not where I wanted to put it. Okay. It's really hard to angle it towards that corner, to be honest. There you go. Stop for loss. Tackle for loss on that play. Way overthrows his man. That is the only reason that doesn't go anywhere. 3rd and 12. Batted down. That's a stop. Why did you dive that way? Okay. We get it to the 35. That's pretty good. That's a solid place to be to start the drive. Second and inches. Gonna run a nice little inside zone with Jonathan Taylor. Great big run by Jonathan Taylor. All right. 7-yard carry there. And yeah, he blows past I think that was my center or something. That makes sense because my interior offensive line on that side is really, really bad. Okay. Yep, just fall. We get the first down because I didn't want him to take a hit and potentially drop it. So. I should have tried to truck him there instead of hitting the stiff arm button. That's fine. See, there a stiff arm kind of applies, but I couldn't keep going forward because there was one of my own guys in front of me. And verticals does not have enough distance to develop, so why would I run that here? All right, Keenan Allen with the catch. Gonna run a little zone fake jet here. Jonathan Taylor with the touchdown. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to grab this PAT to tie the game up. They get it to the 25. There you go. TFL. Okay, 3rd and 7. That's still a pretty obvious pass situation. He's going to drop it. Another 3 and out. Why do you keep diving that way for no reason? All right, we get it to the 39 that time. Okay, they stop us at the line of scrimmage there. That's a little rough, but that's fine. Man, if 72 wasn't there, if Voorhees wasn't there, that's a first down without Voorhees there. There you go. Just going to let it run out until the 2-minute warning there. It's a tie game going into the 2-minute warning. And I immediately get hit. At least it wasn't a sack because I managed to get the ball out. But man, my interior O-line showing just how bad they are once again. 3rd and 1. Let's run a little zone fake jet again. This is the play that got us a touchdown, if I remember correctly. And it gets us the first here. No, shoot. Oh, man. Didn't see that guy there. Surprised that was a run play. Surprised they're not trying to score it here. There they go. Now they're actually trying to do something. That's a touchdown. We left him wide open for no reason. His man coverage. Where was his man? Okay, well, now we've got 13 seconds to score. That is unfortunately not going to be happening, but we can take a knee here, bring it out to the 35. Orbit play action halfback wheel. How does that sound? Dropped. Okay. Play action counter go. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right. At least we get to start the quarter with the ball. We get it up to the 27. There you go. Injury timeout for one of our guys. Of course it is. Didn't get a big enough spin, but still 3 yards is nothing too shabby. Yeah, that's our left guard. We're going to substitute in Haynes, I guess. I'm in a little bit of halfback ISO. We're going to run it this way, even though our left guard is out. He's going to pick up the first down and way more. second and goal from the 7 now. Okay. Maybe some double slants action. And then we give Taylor a little bit of a Texas route, and Jonathan Taylor receiving touchdown. There you go. The Rockford Peregrines tie it back up. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. They get it out to their 40. Oh, they finally got their run game to do something. Hit as he releases it. And it was kind of a throwaway anyway there, so 3rd and 5, that's a pass situation, especially for this very pass-heavy team. They get the first down, and then some, unfortunately. And let's bring a little bit of a blitz. I really thought it was going to be a handoff. I got faked out there, unfortunately. Come on! Why is our defense only getting worse? Guaranteed pass, guaranteed pass. Sack, there you go. All right, all right, all right. He's not going to get the first down. It's 3rd and 1. We bring over Storm Brave. I predict run up the middle. It is. They're going to have to get a field goal. Injury timeout. Who is that? Paul. And touchdown. Because we can't stop them ever. Not for good. Right, we may get an individual good play, but only on like a series. And then we kind of give it up immediately. Okay, that's the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter incoming. Come on! It wouldn't even let me cut backwards. It was railroading me. Thank goodness for Amon-Ra St. Brown getting open there. Getting wide open. Leaving PS2 in the dust. Yep, okay. And yeah, our center does nothing. Because why would he do his job? You know? I didn't mean to throw it to him. I hit the wrong button. I meant triangle. No. That's a sell. Ugh. Another injury. Tyjae Spears. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Now they got to bring in Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Not that we could stop him, apparently. Big sack there by Blake Cashman. Gonna call a timeout. Guaranteed pass play. Guaranteed pass play. Fourth and 12. That's a field goal for them. That's a field goal attempt, I should say. They're going to bury it, but yeah, it makes it a two-possession game, unfortunately. With only just over 2 minutes left in the half. We get to the 25. And they've got a really good secondary, but I have no choice but to try to ball out. Man. Verticals, wide receiver, seam. I'm just going to have him run a deep cross, I think. Because I actually don't want him to. Ugh. 2-minute warning. Okay. I mean, we're a higher overall team. This should not be a game we lose, but here we are. Why do we not have any deep pass plays called on the suggestion? Like, what is happening? We need to throw it deep. We've got no time to be throwing short or medium. No! I should have probably lobbed it, unfortunately. That basically seals it for us unless we can get a quick interception or something. But they're not going to throw the ball, so we need a quick fumble or something. And Jonathan Taylor is hurt. Bring in Breece Hall. That, yeah. Why did they take a penalty there? Why would you take that penalty? I will gladly accept it. Saw blitz 1. I mean, that's game. Yeah. Just kneel it, man. I'm not gonna. Yeah, there it is. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, Demario Davis gets an upgrade for doing what? I don't know. Isaac Guarendo goes up to 74 overall. Oh, defensive breakout part 3. Okay, so he's got, yeah. Baker Mayfield facing his division rival Patrick Mahomes. Baker Mayfield is the chief in this scenario. That's a little silly to me, but hey. All right. Oh, we've gotten to the point where we can do our national focus scouting. What positions do we really need? Interior offensive line for sure. It's really bad. Linebacker, to be honest. But I think really we need to focus on interior offensive line. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's play this game. Against the Cincinnati Bengals. All right. So they've got Jake Browning actually at QB, which is funny because he's actually a Bengal and he's really, really bad, but he's their starter because Lamar Jackson is injured. Then they got Curtis Rourke. So there you go. Halfback is Tyrone Tracy Jr. and Gus Edwards. Fullback, yeah, sure. Wide receiver Brandon Ayuk, Calvin Austin, Jalen Naylor. So their offense, I mean, they've got Brock Bowers. They don't really have a guy to throw it to him though. So their offense is not going to be great. Ronnie Stanley, Joe Tooney, Ted Karras, Kevin Zeitler, Roger Rosengarten. So they've got a solid to really great offensive line, depending on where you're starting. Jared Verse is their left edge. Right edge is Abdul Carter. Defensive tackle is Jordan Davis. Their Sam linebacker is going to be Willie Gay Jr. Their Mike linebacker, Aziz Al-Shaair. Their Will linebacker, Nick Martin. Cornerback is going to be Dante Jackson. Free safety is going to be Cole Bishop. Strong safety, Rayshawn Jenkins. And then you got Kaimi Fairbairn and Thomas Morstead at kicker and punter. Okay. So their defense is the weakness, just like the real Bengals. But also they don't have a good. Basically, they've only got a really good offensive line and some solid edge rushers. But because this is Bengals, this is a pass-heavy playbook. How did we just let him do that? How did we just let him? How did we just let Jake Browning do that, guys? What? He's Jake Browning. How is he making that throw? And then how is that guy breaking that tackle? They've got like 80 overall wide receivers. They're solid at best. Trey Tucker gets it out to the 31. Jonathan Taylor easily gets the first down on that play. First down again. First down again. Yeah, they blew up our offensive line that play. Loss of 2. And yep, okay. If they bring blitz, we can't do anything. Let me a Texas. Amon-Ra. Touchdown. Thread the needle. Beautiful play. We tie it up. He doesn't block the kick, even though he had every opportunity to. Dove way too early. Yeah. There you go. Yep. Only 1 yard there. Surprised they ran it, but hey. Only 1 yard again. Guaranteed pass. I mean, it's 3rd and 8. You're not going to run it here. I don't care that he's in the backfield there. And that's a sack. So that's a 3 and out. Pretty easy one. They actually lose yards on this drive because they gained 2 and then lost 4 and then lost actually 6. So there you go. Stop diving off that side. All right, we get it up to the 45. Play action cross. Didn't have enough time for that play to set up, unfortunately. That's fine. Got the ball out before they could actually bring my guy down, so there you go. Jonathan Taylor would have gotten free if it wasn't for that guy who doesn't know what he's doing on a screen. I don't want to go 3 and out here. I'm going to try it. I really don't care. And way overthrows his man, because of course he does. Three yards there. More than I thought he was going to get, but or more than I thought he got, I should say. Okay. All right. We need to stop letting these guys get so wide open. And they just let it go to the second quarter. Okay. Okay. That is fine. That is fine. Wow, we really can't do anything, can we? Man, Jake Browning is doing this to us. Third and goal from the 5. Bring a blitz again. Pass. I didn't mean to pause it, but what the heck, guys? Like, Jake Browning has 100% completion. It's Jake Browning. How are we making him look good? How are we making him look good? Crack toss, I guess. Get him away from the offensive line. And he only gets back to the line of scrimmage because toss plays are garbage every time. No, dang it. Run a little bit of a deep cross Amon-Ra. There you go. Slants. Way to get it. Oh! Come on, you gotta step you gotta step on him, and then just didn't continue to you gotta step on him early too, and you just didn't continue to. Okay, I need you to catch these things, man. Hear me again. Yes? Good. Okay. I don't know what happened there with my headphones, but I'm glad I caught that issue. Yep, there you go. 3rd and 8. That's an obvious pass situation. Thank you again, Blake Cashman. There you go. Force them to punt. Okay, 50 seconds left in the half. Cheat flood. Come on, you've got inside leverage. Turn around and catch it. He caught it. He caught it. Timeout. Timeout. I cannot believe he caught that. Well, he was targeted and it didn't get to him, so now he loses his X factor immediately. Yep. There you go. We tie the game back up. We are still in this game. Trent Williams is out. Okay. That is terrible. Gonna double up on their tight end there. Literally what just happened? All right, that's their final timeout. They're going to go for the field goal. Oh, no! I mean, they should realistically just take the field goal here. They should realistically just take the field goal. Yep. Because you don't know if you're going to be able to score again if you accept the penalty. Kneel it. Yep. Take it out to the 35, and we Hail Mary it with no runoff on the clock. Nope. Okay. So, let's go ahead. Let's take a look at our completion percentage. It's 50%, and Jake Browning still has a 100% completion percentage. How are we making Jake Browning look this good? How did we let them score on that drive? To be honest. Okay. Like, that's the thing. Their defense is also really bad, especially their secondary. Should have lobbed it. No! Okay. Okay. Lovely. Beautiful. I'm so happy about this turn of events. Who is that? Who just got that sack? That's Blake Cashman again. Oh, and that's going to be pass interference on me. What was it supposed to do? Just keep running out in front of him? I have to try to get behind him somehow, but you can't do that without letting up too much ground, and that's super easy to get pass interference on. Ugh. So you end up rubbing up against him, and they go pass interference, pass interference. I hate it. I didn't do it. He probably would have broken the tackle and gotten a touchdown. Or just not even been in a tackle situation. Dropped. Caught? Hold on. How come my guys can never make a play on a ball that isn't meant for them? Ever. Right? If I throw it and an accident goes to Jonathan Taylor, and Jonathan Taylor's in the way of the guy I'm throwing it to, he just lets it bounce off his skull. Man. And you know what? He still has yet to throw an incompletion. 2 touchdowns, 231 yards, 100% pass completion. It is Jake Browning. And his only good receiving option is Brock Bowers. His only really good receiving option. He's got one. It's his tight end. How is he doing this? How are we letting them get this wide open? Okay. Okay. Still a one-score game. Okay, we get it to the 28. That is fine. I will take it. Just get me back out there. First down. Okay, let's let it run into the fourth quarter here. Just take a breath. Yeah, I don't care. Get this out of my face, please. Terrible play. Terrible play. What even is that play? There's nothing. Okay. And Cincinnati gets a flag. I've been saved by a DPI on the Bengals. No! No! They're reviewing it. Please, 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 please. Elbows down, back is down. Thank goodness, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, Jonathan. Yep, okay. Should have playmakered that to the right there. Okay, okay. Okay, there you go. 4 yards. '60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Touchdown. And that gets us the lead. But a field goal would get them the lead again. He does not even get it to the 25. He gets it only to the 22. Okay. I don't know why they would run it there, but what do I know, I guess. Or no, that was a pass play, I think. Okay. Okay. Why is he that wide open? Like, we know it's going to be a pass play. Why? Why do we let Jake Browning, of all quarterbacks, do this to us? They're going for 2. He way overthrows his man because he's Jake Browning. Oh my goodness, he finally makes a Jake Browning play. He really should have just scrambled it. He really should have. Oh man, I will absolutely take that. Time is not on our side here, though. I don't know that it's quite on our, like, not on our side enough that we need to be doing this, but hey. Okay, 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. We get another first down. Let's run halfback ISO. Man, okay. Injury timeout. Jenkins goes down for the Bengals. I don't even know who that is. Caught. There you go. Amon-Ra St. Brown bringing us well into the red zone here. Okay. Just breathe. Make smart decisions. Try not to hold on to the ball for that long. We have to go for it. We have to go for it. Why would I run a verticals play? Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor does not get it. Try to truck that guy, but again, trucking, as I'm sure I've mentioned before, trucking in this game is so difficult for no reason. The timing on it is so much worse than like the animation takes a weird time to register and actually start and actually get you to truck. I could have done a juke or something in that time, or a spin move in that time, and still have gotten the animation off and maybe gotten something out of it. Probably not, given how little space I had, but he's going to go out of bounds, though, unfortunately. You need to keep throwing it. You don't run it here. You need to get yardage. Okay, they get the first down, and they call a timeout, but now they only got 5 seconds. Prevent. Man 3 deep. You've got one play. You need to deep ball it. And he finally makes a non-2-point conversion incompletion. We win this game despite what we let Jake Browning do to us. We are 3-4-1. The Bengals fall to 3-5. We let Jake Browning put up 3 touchdowns, 327 yards, and 95% completion. What do you mean we did that? Well, Cameron Dicker gets an upgrade. Good for him. Will McDonald, Benjamin Morrison. Okay. Little edge rusher man here. Benjamin Morrison gets a man-to-man upgrade, which is good because we need our corners to start improving. Richie Grant is, I think, a starter for me. So there you go. Get your zone up. You two, I could care less about. Why did Graham Mertz even get a skill point? He didn't play. He didn't take a single snap. All right. Well, that will take us into the bye week. Let's take a look at the stats so far on the season after that. Jonathan Taylor, once again, the rushing yards leader with 643. Probably going to change after this bye week, but that is fine. But he is really the only thing this team has going for it. Jackson Dart is 28th in passing yards and 14th in passing touchdowns, 34th in rating. Jonathan Taylor, 1st in rushing yards, 1st in rushing touchdowns, 18th in carries. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 4th in receiving yards, 24th in receiving touchdowns, and 15th in receptions. Jackson Dart could be a lot better. He's not even rated as a starter, essentially. He's rated behind backups at this point. We got yearly awards stuff going on. So right now, Jalen Hurts is the front runner for MVP, and Tim Stevens over on the Titans is front runner for Coach of the Year. AFC Offensive Player of the Year, Brandon Ayuk is front runner. Jonathan Taylor at number 4. Okay. Defensive Player of the Year, Aiden Hutchinson so far. But Blake Cashman and Will McDonald make the list. Trey Harris is Offensive Rookie of the Year. We don't have any notable rookies, I'm afraid. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Maxwell Hairston. Oh, we do have Benjamin Morrison kind of doing okay, as well as James Pierce Jr. That's right, we do have him. Best quarterback, Baker Mayfield. We're not going to see our guy here. Caleb Williams on the Browns is funny. Okay. Who let him get this far? I know it was partially me, but it couldn't have only been me. Jonathan Taylor is the best running back. Period. Best wide receiver, Brandon Ayuk. Obviously, that makes sense. Best offensive lineman, Christian Kuntz. Best defensive lineman, Nick Bonito, but Will McDonald makes the list at number 4. Best linebacker is going to be Blake Cashman. There you go, buddy. Best defensive back is going to be Christian Gonzalez, with Reed Blankenship making number 9. And best kicker is going to be Kaimi Fairbairn, with Cameron Dicker making number 8. So there you go. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Puka Nacua so far. Defensive Player of the Year is going to be Brandon Burns. Offensive Rookie of the Year going to be Ashton Genty. Sorry, Brian Burns, not Brandon. But these Giants doing very well. Defensive Rookie of the Year is going to be T.J. Sanders, with Carson Schwessinger and Noel Williams on the Bears making the list. Best quarterback is going to be Jaden Daniels. Best running back is going to be Joe Mixon. But Josh Jacobs going to go ahead and make the list as well. Best wide receiver is going to be Puka Nacua, with Chris Olave all the way down at number 10. Best offensive lineman is John Weeks, with Jake McQuaid at number 7. Best defensive lineman is going to be Brian Burns. Best linebacker is going to be Caden Ellis. And best defensive back is going to be Keyshawn Nixon, with, I'm guessing it's Terrion Arnold. Yes, it is, on the Bears, making number 9. And best kicker is going to be Ryan Fitzgerald, Cairo Santos, who stayed on the Bears, all the way down at number 8. I don't believe we won any weekly awards. No, because Jake Browning popped off out of nowhere, as did Mac Jones last week, and we didn't even play the Titans. So that's, at least it wasn't me letting a backup quarterback do that to you. Will McDonald was, I think, our only guy so far. Yep. Okay, well, let's skip past the bye week here. And that is going to be all for this time. I hope you have enjoyed, and if you have, please like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all in the next video. Have a good one.